Welcome back to SupremeAutoElite. The Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 170, America's last muscle car monster. The end of an era. Cars are not just metal and rubber. In America, cars are identity. They represent freedom, rebellion, and raw power. And few cars ever captured that spirit like the Dodge Challenger. But today's story is not about any Challenger. This is the story of the most extreme muscle car ever built. This is the story of the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 170. A car so powerful, so outrageous, that Dodge themselves admitted, "We will never build anything like this again." Welcome back to SupremeAutoElite. Today, we dive deep into the final scream of American muscle. Chapter 1. What is the Demon 170? The Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 170 is not a normal production car. It is the fastest accelerating production car in history. The most powerful V8 ever sold to the public. The last gas-powered Challenger ever built. The 170, in its name, refers to E85 fuel, which is 85% ethanol. On this fuel, the Demon 170 produces an insane 1,025 horsepower. 945 lb-ft of torque. That's not supercar power. That's drag strip dominance. Chapter 2. Why Dodge created this beast. Dodge knew something the world didn't want to accept. The muscle car era was ending. Government regulations, electric vehicles, emissions laws. So Dodge made a decision. If this is the end, we end it loud. The Demon 170 was created as a final tribute, a middle finger to limitations. A celebration of pure combustion. This car exists not to be practical. It exists to be legendary. Chapter 3. Engine. The last HEMI god. At the heart of the Demon 170 sits a 6.2-liter supercharged HEMI V8. But this is not the regular Hellcat engine. What's different? Stronger engine block, forged pistons and rods, upgraded fuel system, massive 3.0L supercharger, reinforced crankshaft. On normal gasoline E10 it already makes 900 horsepower, but on E85, everything changes. The ethanol fuel burns cooler, allows more boost, prevents detonation. That's how Dodge pushed it past 1,000 horsepower. This engine is not tuned for longevity. It's tuned for glory. Chapter 4. To 0 to 60. Reality breaker. Let's talk numbers. The Demon 170 does 0 to 60 mph in 1.66 seconds. Quarter mile in 8.91 seconds. Top speed 215 miles per hour. To put that in perspective, that's faster than Bugatti Veyron 0 to 60. Faster than Tesla Plaid on a drag strip. Faster than most race cars. And yes, it can pull a wheelie from the factory. Dodge had to add reinforced chassis, stronger suspension, drag radials straight from factory. This is madness. Legal madness. Chapter 5. Design. Muscle with a warning label. The Demon 170 doesn't look subtle. Because subtlety is not American muscle. Exterior highlights. Wide-body stance. Demon badge instead of Hellcat. Functional hood scoop. Lightweight wheels. Massive rear tires. Even the badges are aggressive. On the fender, you'll find a demonic skull, but this time it's cracked, symbolizing this is the final Demon. Chapter 6. Interior. Stripped for war. Open the door and something feels different. Why? Because Dodge removed everything unnecessary. Standard features. One seat, driver only. No rear seats. Minimal sound insulation. Optional. Passenger seat plus $1. Rear seats plus $1. Yes, Dodge literally charged $1 for seats. Why? Because this car is about weight reduction, focus, performance over comfort. Chapter 7. Transmission and drivetrain. The Demon 170 uses an 8-speed automatic transmission, but it's heavily reinforced. Why no manual? Because automatics are faster, more consistent, better for drag racing. Power is sent to the rear wheels only. No AWD, no electronic safety nets, just you, the throttle, and consequences. Chapter 8. Technology built for drag. Strips. This car was built to dominate 1/4 mile racing. Special features include trans brake system, launch control optimized for drag racing, line lock, drag mode suspension, even the tires are special. Street legal drag radials. Designed to hook instantly. This is a race car wearing license plates. Chapter 9 Price and Production Numbers. The Demon 170 is rare. Very rare. 3,300 units for the US. 300 units for Canada. Base price. Around $96,000. But real market prices, $180,000 plus. Some exceed $250,000. Collectors knew immediately. This is history. Chapter 10 Why this car matters. The Demon 170 is not just fast. It represents the end of V8 dominance. The final stand of muscle cars. A rebellion against silence. As the world moves toward electric power, this car screams one last time. Loud, violent, unapologetic. Chapter 11 Electric Future versus Gasoline Soul. Dodge is going electric. The Challenger EV is coming. But no matter how fast electric cars become, they will never smell like fuel, shake the ground, sound like thunder. The Demon 170 is proof that emotion matters. Chapter 12 SupremeAutoElite Final Words. Cars like this will never exist again. Not because engineers can't build them, but because the world won't allow them. The Dodge Challenger SRT Demon 170 is excessive, irrational, perfect, and that's why it will live forever. Outro. If you love real cars, if you love raw horsepower, if you respect automotive legends, you're already part of SupremeAutoElite. Subscribe, stay loud, and never forget where cars came from.